Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy PagerBear97 coming at you with another honest wax review. On today's session, we have some cannabiotix to try out. I believe I'm pronouncing that name right, but this is my first time trying this brand. I believe I don't think I've tried CBX before on this channel. I might have tried it before in the past at a friend's house or at an event, but I've never purchased this and I've never had it myself. So I'm excited to do that. Today we have the GM-UhOH, which is a hybrid cold cure live rosin. This is the tier 2. What's pretty cool about this packaging is that one, it looks like it's in a freezer, but also it lets you know about the anticipated effects. I know you guys can't see it because my camera gets very blurry, but it says soothing, sedating, and tranquility. So this is going to be a more relaxing one. It says it's a hybrid, but with a soothing, sedating, and tranquility effect, I would assume it's more on the indica dominant side. This is an indoor nug run, which is pretty nice to know. I haven't seen that in a long time. THC level is reaching 77.56% or 775.60 milligrams per gram. CBD is reaching 0.52% or 5.22 milligrams per gram. Total cannabinoids 80.84 and total terpenes is 4.02%. That's really nice to know that we can see all that analytics for the gram we're smoking, whether it be THC, cannabinoids, CBD. My favorite is to see the terpene count. It's always nice to know that they're testing to see how much terps are in their product. Then you can really have a conversation if your terps are talking or not. Imagine trying to have a conversation about which one is talking more, and yours doesn't even have the terps test results. So it's nice to see the terp test results here. Again, since this is our first time looking at this product, I do want to look around this boxing a little bit more. We have some instructions. This is for optimal freshness. Store this product in a cool shaded location away from direct sunlight. Depend on long-term storage, refrigerated at temperature below 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and remember to allow it to reach room temperature before use each time. That's pretty major. I don't think I've ever seen a gram of wax specify that you should wait until it's like more room temperature after it's been in the fridge. A lot of people say that the fridge helps to keep the terpenes in their best quality state. The room temperature degrades them from what I've heard. So if you want, to keep your wax good for long term, store it in the fridge and it'll keep the terps preserved. But at the end of the day, that's just more, I feel like, something to focus on how it looks rather than not how it tastes, not how it feels. It's just a look thing for me. I could be wrong. Maybe the terps that are locked away and preserved when it's frozen, or not frozen but cold, might be better, but when you get instructions like this, it makes it seem like it makes no difference. In fact, you're probably avoiding potential moisture in your wax, so that's good, especially if you want to avoid pneumonia. What else is on here? It says cannabiotix extracts features pure, solventless, full spectrum hash sourced solely from fresh frozen cannabis flower. Our live rosin undergoes manual processing using only ice, water, and pressure, guaranteeing the absence of chemicals or cutting agents in our products. That's good to know. A lot of people don't ever really consider cutting agents. I learned about cutting agents when I was learning about cartridges, pens, distillate. Distillate's like rock hard. You need a cutting agent in order to move it around. So I kind of learned which cartridges were bad, and altogether I learned that you don't really want extra chemicals or extra agents in your product that you're consuming. You're just probably safer without it. So that's nice to know that they're at least taking that stand to showcase that they care about that. On the back, there's a government warning and a cancer warning, as well as manufacturer and package information. This was manufactured and packaged at the beginning of this year, January 10th. It is now June, no, May 5th. So it's been chilling for about 4 months, and manufactured by 4 Star Manufacturing. Don't know who that is. But it sounds like they're doing some good stuff when their stuff looks like that. Yeah, once again, this is the GM-UhOH. But check it out. This gram of wax went for about $45. I got a promo where I actually got another one for 2 pennies. So this gram of wax is 2 pennies. This is the Supreme Cream. Let's go ahead and go into this one a little bit. The Supreme Cream anticipated effects would be joyful, soothing and relaxing. Based on that, I'd probably assume I'm going to be using this one to game more rather than the GM-UhOH. The GM-UhOH is probably going to be going for Mimi's time, going to sleep, whereas the Supreme Cream is going to be for anything I do behind my PC. This is also an indoor nug run with a THC level of 80.78%. There's also a CBD level of 0.18% and a cannabinoid count of 84.03. There's 4% more cannabinoids here and a little bit less terpenes. Terpenes is 3.42% on the Supreme Cream. And once again, the packaging just is amazing, yo. Like, look at this. This looks like it's in a freezer. You can see like a little ice effect in the rim right there. That's nice. Let's go ahead and get this open and try I want to go ahead and try the Supreme Cream first. I feel like that's going to be the one I enjoy more. So let's get this open. The sticker is on very good. The packaging here is very good. You're definitely going to be secure when you buy this. You don't have no worry about it being tampered, which is really nice. Okay, we got that off. We can now slide this down and reveal the gram of wax. I wonder if this comes out all the way. It does. Looks like it has some things to stop it from doing that. Maybe it's not supposed to, but it's getting kind of hard to pull out. So we have now the CBX revealed. This once again is a tier 2 cold cure live rosin. Let's open this up, yo. Now either the child lock was not on properly or that just screwed right off. We got another bottle cap for the apocalypse. Gonna get rich, you feel me? And we can reveal the wax inside. This cold cure smells amazing. Wow. Wow. That smells so good. It's like very sour, very weed smelling, like fresh grown weed. It's just what I would expect from a cold cure live rosin. That smells amazing. Let me show you guys what we're looking at. That camera is doing it justice. It looks like a nice gold orange wax, ball of wax. It looks a little on the stiffer cream side. I'm gonna assume that it's not though. I'm gonna assume when I put my dabber in there, it's gonna break apart. Because that looks amazing, smells amazing. This is really good stuff. Now let's compare that with the GM-UhOH. Now we got the GM-UhOH released. Let's go ahead and take this out. Thankfully, it says strain on the bottom in case I get these mixed up. Let's reveal this. Oh, that popped right out. That was ready to go. Wow. Now this one smells like some strong ass weed that's still growing in the grow tent, in the grow room. Nice and sour. Honestly, I don't really get, like I get a really small feet smell that I typically get with GMO, but this is the GM-UhOH, which I believe is a cross. I'm not too sure what it's crossed with, but that smells really good. That smells amazing. These are typically around $50 grams, but I think, like I said, I got one for 2 pennies. In fact, I know I got one for 2 pennies, but it was just because of a promo. And for those that don't believe, I know my camera sucks, but that shows 2 pennies, which is pretty wild, you know. To think that they're giving away fire like this at Sun Valley Caregivers with promos like that. So, but no, that being said, let's try it. We're going to start with the Supreme Cream. Go ahead and get into the dab review. And it's going to be a multi-dab review this video. So we're trying something new. Again, usually when we go to the shop, we spend we have a budget. We have a $200 budget. And we're getting grams of wax like this on our $200 budget. So the limit you could walk out of a dispensary without a med card is 8 grams. Sure, a lot of you guys know. I'm sure maybe some don't. So with $200, you're not going to get more than 8 grams. Unless you're getting the bottom low tier stuff. You're probably going to get a full 8 grams and probably walk out with like 50 bucks still in your pocket. But I personally, as you know, around this channel, like to go for things that have higher quality. It's much enjoyable. It's much better. You know, I'm not just smoking to smoke. I'm smoking to enjoy. And so I don't want to just smoke it. But I'm thinking later down the line, I think when I do these shop runs, I think I'm gonna just start doing all of my grams more together rather than 1 gram at a time. I think it might be more fun, might give more things to talk about, especially when like pricing and all that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and take a dab of the Supreme Cream, get this started. This actually did break apart pretty stiff. I was wrong. I assumed otherwise, but we got a nice dab packed here. Let's go ahead and take that. Thank you so much for watching this video. And cheers. Wow. That was smooth, yo. That was so smooth. That was very nice, very relaxing. The way that it's hitting me right now, this feels really good. Like it's creeping up my spine, like it's giving me like a little feather tickle up my back, creeping up to my neck. Feels good. Um tasted was very nice. I felt like probably not as strong as the smell, but still tasted good. But let's go ahead and get into rating the Supreme Dream. Just with the appearance, this is a cold cure live rosin batter, but I will say even with a 4% terp rating, it does look dry. But just because it looks dry doesn't mean that it doesn't look good. It still has a nice color to it. It's got a golden orange, semi-brown to it. It's more orange, more gold than brown, so it looks really nice. The way it breaks apart is like crumble, which is smooth, I suppose. It's easy to pack, I want to say. You can always just kind of pressure it against the edges of your container to um, pack the dab and keep it secure. So that being said, I want to give this a rating of an 8 out of 10 for appearance. I just feel like with a 4% terp rating, it shouldn't really look this dry, but it does. And there's nothing wrong with crumble, but I do prefer my batters. This is a cold cure. This is not a batter? It's not a batter. I don't know why I thought it was a batter. It's just a cold cure live rosin. So I don't know. I assumed it would be a batter. I'm just too used to batters. It's like it's like a really stiff batter, so maybe that's why. But yeah, 8 out of 10 appearance. It looks nice. Maybe I'm not sure if I need to crush it down and mix it around. Maybe the terps will be more apparent like that. But yeah, I mean there's a very semi reflection of the light here on the wax, so that might be the terps I'm seeing. And I would think 4% is pretty high, but this just goes to show you never judge a book by its cover. You might think you know what you know, but you got other stuff right here. Now this still smells amazing. That was our visual rating, our aroma rating. I want to give this I want to give this a 10 out of 10 the way this smells. It smells amazing. You got a really strong sour smell with a really good smell of freshly grown weed there. I always want to say there's a very small hint of pine. But this smells really good. So I smell this and my ears kind of perk up like a dog. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. So that's good stuff right there. Big shout out to Cannabiotix for securing some good terps. That being said, I gave it a 10 out of 10 for aroma, but I want to give it a 9 out of 10, maybe even an 8 out of 10 for the dab taste. I felt like the dab taste was not as strong. Maybe it was because I had a dab right off the top and I need to get more into the bottom of the gram of wax to have the more terpene taste. Like I said, it smells amazing, but the taste just wasn't there as I was smoking it. It was let me phrase that a little bit better. The taste wasn't as strong while I was smoking it. It was definitely there, definitely something you could still enjoy. It was extremely smooth. I felt like I was just breathing oxygen. Honestly, it was a nice cool dab. We're smoking at 450 degrees, so I don't expect to be coughing a lung out unless a hair or dust falls into my nail as I'm smoking. But this was really smooth, really nice. But for some whatever reason, the smell outweighs the taste, and usually the taste is on par and sometimes even a little bit better than the smell. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and run with the 8 out of 10 dab taste. Still has a small taste, very smooth. It's enjoyable. Smells amazing. The smell still is with you, so you're still enjoying the smell as you dab it. Then we have the potency. I feel really good. This one said that I would be joyful, soothing, and relaxing, and I would agree with all of those. Feel relaxed, but not too couch locked. I don't want to feel asleep. I don't want to fall asleep in my chair while I'm doing my stuff behind my PC or anything. I'm not too sure if this would be one for a workplace environment. There's a couple grams of wax one might argue are okay for the workplace environment because you don't get too lethargic and you don't get too out of your mind loopy. I don't know. I feel like there's a better way to say it, but I feel like certain grams of wax do make you feel a little bit stupider on a good note. But yeah, this one probably puts a little bit of mental blockage there. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's good. But if you're really trying to focus, I probably wouldn't take this one. That's how strong this one is. It's kind of a double-edged sword to say something like that. I feel like because there's grams of wax where I do enjoy getting shit done on. This is probably one I'd get shit done at home, but probably not at work. There's other sativas for that. I think this is too much of a hybrid to be ingesting at work, but I know we got some maniacs in our society that enjoy stuff like that. I'm saying that in a good way. But yeah, potency on this one, I do feel really relaxed. I do feel really soothing, like I was just soothed down into. I guess there is a small couch, like I'm soothed into my chair. You feel me? But I do feel joyful. I do feel like ready to tackle some gaming, tackle some rug making, whatever it is, tackle some editing. Uh, that's a nice gram of wax. I do recommend the Supreme Cream. I got this for $45 before tax, so it's a little bit on the pricier side. But when they're running a buy one get one deal, might as well. If you feel me, then that means you're getting 2 grams for $45. So that's really nice stuff. And overall gram of wax, we're gonna go ahead and rate this a 9 out of 10. This is their tier 2. I can only imagine what their tier 1s taste like. Tier 1 is on my mind for how much fire it could be, because I'm enjoying this. So, but that we're not done. We're not done. Now we have the GM-UhOH to try out. I'm sure this is definitely gonna help me feel couch locked. Let's try it out. Let's go ahead and uncap this baby. And here we can see this gram of wax looks like it was a bit smashed down in. It's taking up the whole floor of the container. But goddamn, does that shit smell strong. I could smell it from here. It's got a small distance. But ooh, it smells really fucking good. This one smells better, I want to say, than the Supreme Cream. This one is a much stronger smell. But I think I'm jumping the gun here. Let's start with the appearance test. Appearance, since this one smashed down, I feel like it gives it a little bit more truth. It like I thought with the other one, I thought that one would be softer, even though it looks stiff. But this one looks stiff, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be stiff. I would love to be wrong, but this looks like some good crumble. It has a really nice gold color to it, a little bit on the brown side gold, but also it's bright gold. I feel like it's on the brown side gold where it's dense. One more time to show you guys. I know my camera doesn't do it much justice, but that's what it looks like inside. Then the aroma. I'm over here rating it. I haven't even smoked it. Let's smoke it. Let's try the GM-UhOH. I'm over here getting out of place just because of how faded the Supreme Cream got me. But yeah, this one is a crumbly one too. I'm packing it to the side of the container to secure my dab. Here we have a pretty nice dab packed. Again, thank you so much for watching these videos. Cheers, the GM-UhOH taste test. That's some nice stuff right there, yo. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it. I already gave the appearance my rating. Or I was at least talking about it. I don't think I gave it but if I had to give this a rating, a number, I'm gonna give it a, well, it doesn't say what it is on the box, so that's why I assumed it's batter. But if these are claiming crumble, I would say these are pretty nice crumbles. I would say I don't like how it's smashed down in, but that just goes to show about how like maybe the texture of it in general was, and the whole thing and packing it and gramming it. But yeah, I want to rate this a 9 out of 10. It looks pretty good for crumble, but I've never been one to be too attracted to crumble. I've always been more of a batter side. I've always been more of a, I don't want to say like shatter, but like, you know how it comes out oily looking, like clear, and you can see the bubbles. That texture, syrupy, I think is what they call that texture. But I like more stiff syrup. I don't really like the smooth syrup that falls off your fucking dabber. That being said, this is on the crumble side, and when I do handle crumble, I do like more like how I did with the last gram of wax, how it was like a ball. This one looks like it's smashed down, which is just not that attractive to look at. So that's why I think it's knocking points. I think if it had a ball or a square shape or whatever the fuck, it might have been better. So 9 out of 10 is still good. Yeah, 9 out of 10 is still good. So that's what I think about how the appearance is. Aroma, 10 out of 10 right off the bat. As soon as you open this shit's filling the room right here. Ooh, I still have it open. I'm still smelling. Smells amazing, yo. This GMO terps are strong, but again, it smells like a little bit more fresh sour weed at the same time. So that's probably what the is. Really nice stuff. Then again, tasting it, I'm not sure if this is common with CBX or just the two that I'm trying today, but I felt like the taste was not as strong as the smell. So we're gonna give the taste a 9 out of 10. Still high, still tasted good, still tasted a lot like GMO terps, but honestly, they were very minimal. I was looking around, moving my saliva, pushing my tongue to my roof of my mouth, trying to find that terp taste. I'm not sure if it's because I had the other one beforehand, or I wouldn't know what that excuse would be for the other one, but Yeah, I feel like the smell is just so much strong. Or maybe another idea, maybe just because the smell is so strong and probably much stronger than other grams of waxes that I've encountered recently, that it's so overwhelming that you just, kind of project and assume you expect for it to be more tastier because it smells so strong. But 9 out of 10 still good, still tastes good, nothing bad with it. Still, you could still get some of the flavor profile, like I said, the GMO terps, but smell is just so much better. So then we have the potency. I do feel very relaxed after this one. Definitely this one in the combo with the other ones got me feeling very couch locked right now. I feel good. I don't feel too tired right now, but I do feel the feelings behind my eyes and a little bit of my temples crossing to my ears. Uh, this is definitely gonna get me very relaxed and couch lock in the next 5-10 minutes. So as I go on to editing or rug making in that chair, I'm probably gonna be, a little bit more closey eyed. I'm probably gonna be nodding my head a little bit more, potentially, falling into a trance of relaxation. But yeah, this was definitely not for the workplace. You're not gonna be able to keep up. Definitely 10 out of 10 potency. I feel really good. This is probably gonna be for midday to end day dabbing, and the same for the Supreme Dreams. I didn't mention that either. Those are both gonna be from midday to end day dabbing. I'd probably use even the GM-UhOH probably for nighttime dabbing too. It's really strong. I feel the haziness in my head from these very strong concentrates. So really good stuff here. Definitely recommend you guys get this CBX brand. This is once again cannabiotix. This is their cold cure live rosins, and this is only the tier 2. I believe the tier 1 would obviously be more expensive. Just not sure how much more expensive. I think it'd only be like another $10, so it'd be like a $55 gram, maybe $60. But yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, that's basically all there is to say about the CBX. So shout out to Cannabiotic. And I figured since I mentioned I was gonna be doing my med shop hauls, I got some 710 Labs guava that I didn't get to try out here on for you guys because I needed a gram of wax for work. Who wants to be at work sober sometimes? You feel me? But I haven't tried the chocolate oranges. I'm gonna try that one in a different video. I do have right here the Sun Smoke Rosin, live rosin. I did open reasons of just wanting a gram of wax to have throughout the day, whether it be at work or just traveling. And this one right here is the Skorange Bomb. The Skorange Bomb has a package date of March 20th, 2024, and is now May. So it's only been 2 months since this has been in packaging. So it's moving pretty well, I would say. The total cannabinoids here are 76%. THC is 724.4 milligrams. CBD is 1.68 milligrams. And that's all there is on the packaging right here. We have some other information like warning, vaping is bad, ingredients, 100% raw cannabis oil, recommended use vaporization at low temperatures, the Sunsmoke brand and who it's packaged by, which is Pro Farms Pack, and distributed by Merced Distribution. And then there's a website for it, government warning, and just their brand. Once again, this is the Skorange Bomb. I opened this one up. This one's pretty good. If I had to give it an appearance, this is like a wet batter, but in my opinion, it's like a brown, almost kind of green gold wax. I don't know. I don't know if my camera is gonna do a little bit justice. It looks a little bit more gold here in the camera, which looks a lot better on the eye. But here it looks a little bit more brown green. Maybe you guys have experienced wax that looked like that before. It is a batter and it's pretty smooth. It's not stiff. It cuts kind of like some um room temp no, not room temperature, some, a little bit defrosted ice cream, which is really nice. I appreciate that. I like that. But I think the green gold kind of steals away from it. So I do want to give that rating a 7 out of 10. It kind of steals away from it a lot in my opinion. I would prefer a more brighter color gold. But when I pack a dab, it looks just like brown pretty much. So you like brown wax, this is the one for you. This gram of wax, I will insert this now. This gram of wax is going for $14.99 before tax. So this is a nice budget gram. You could get 8 of these for what, 160, 180 bucks. Probably $200 on them. Wow, that's 119, bro. That's crazy. You could save a lot just stocking up on stuff like this. Paying your tax after, you're probably walking out like 150 bucks, 160 bucks. So This is pretty nice budget wax right here. This is a sativa dominant, so I got this for the out and about, the the workplace environment, all these kinds of other occasions. I will say that the aroma smells pretty good. You can smell the orange citrus terpenes there, which is something I really enjoy. So I do want to give the aroma 8 out of 10. I just feel like it smells like too much like really strong citrus orange terps and not like weed. Very minimal weed smell there. So that's my reasoning for that at least. But when you dab it, I feel like it also is pretty on par with how it smells. So I want to give the dab taste an 8 out of 10 too. Potency on this one is pretty good. It's a straight sativa, so you're not gonna lose focus. You're just gonna enjoy what you're doing, in my opinion, a little bit more. If you got an earbud in, you're gonna enjoy that music. You're gonna enjoy that podcast. You're gonna enjoy that book a little bit more. You take a little bit too much, that book might get hard to follow, but the music and the podcast go rock hard. Those are fun. But yeah, I would recommend the Sun Smoke Live Rosin as well for $15. This is pretty good budget wax. Um and yeah. You know what? I forgot I haven't dabbed this one yet. So let's go ahead and take a dab of this one as well. The Sun Smoke one more time just to make sure I have my terpene game right. I will say here in the light it looks a lot better. Take back what I said about it looking brown. It looks a lot golder right here. But in here it looks pretty brown, I would say. Yeah, what we're working with. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos again. Cheers. Hope you guys like this one. Nice. I will say, I will add on to the taste factor. I actually will knock it down a point. There is a small aftertaste to it that is not really something I enjoy. It's more on the tongue and the roof of your mouth, but that's what you get when you're, smoking on cheaper rosin. It kind of reminds me of rosin I personally have made here in my house when I've grown my own or purchased a pack. Um, there's a small like oil that I'm not too sure. That's just the only way I feel like I can think of how to explain that. You associate it with. It's much more oilier. It looks like peanut butter at least when you make the wax. And I will say this has that consistency in here a little bit too. It's just clumped up. But yeah, the sun smoke's pretty good. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. That's what I grabbed this week at the med shop, and hopefully you guys grab one of them and feel free to leave your comments about how you feel about those terps. Once again, I did enjoy the cannabiotix. I still enjoy the sun smoke. I do recommend them, so check them out. And shout out to Sun Valley for hooking me up with a 2 penny gram of wax. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Connect with the link tree in my bio to take you to all my social medias. You'll see my Twitch, Kick, X, or Twitter, Instagram, you name it, TikTok. And yeah, thank you for the support everywhere. And yeah, keep on keeping on in the free world. Keep on dabbing on in the free world. Your boy Pedro 97 is out.